Hey, what up, what up, what up? My name is Enigma, and I'm bringing you a video today, step by step, on how you can improve as a player when it comes to defensive layers, leveling through the campaign, and generally making you a better player. I won't bore you with details like this, all of the little nuances, mechanics, all of the math behind it. No, 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 no. I'm going to give you raw examples of how you can become a better player. And to give myself some more credentials, let me just take you on a little ride here. So to give you more proof of what I have achieved in Path of Exile, I've got almost 400 and, well, almost 500 hours. This needs to be updated. But essentially, I have played Path of Exile a lot. I only started to play Path of Exile about less than a year ago, and I already have 1.3k hours in PoE1. I've reached all of the pinnacle content. I have reached hardcore SSF level 80 on Path of Exile Settlers of Kalgur, and in SSF Hardcore PoE2, I've also reached the ladder. Here's actually my first day of reaching maps. I took a screenshot, level 68 in Evoker, my last bender. I've got basically 78% evasion, and I'm not even capped on resistances, as you can see. So whenever YouTubers or Reddit, mostly Reddit, says, oh, quickly, you need to cap your resistances by Act 1. Look, I am here to break the myth. While resistances are important, elemental resistances is obviously a good thing to cap as fast as possible, but it is not a requirement for you to have level 70 fire resistance, cold, and light resistance capped the fuck out by the end of Act 1. That's just not the case. Now, generally speaking, it does help. However, this is not the most important thing. It is something that is additive, and I will break down all of the things, all of the mitigation that will be helpful in your campaign journey. This is the first time I've reached to the ladder, so as you can see here, 979. This is a Path of Exile 2 ladder hardcore SSF, and that was a level 87, and that was 979. This is top 1000 in the game. And then I unfortunately died at top 500 to a bug fighting the count. So this is just to prove that, you know, I know what I'm doing in the game. And if I go inside the game right now and log in, I have, just to prove my last bender right here, level 91, he's transferred to Soul Self-Found. If I go to my hardcore characters, I am now level 50 Titan. Okay, if you came here looking for the best way to not die and run the campaign and steamroll it the best way you possibly can, then this is not the video for you. I can give you it right now. Stack evasion. The more evasion that you have, then the better. Energy shield and evasion is the most broken stats in the game. The more you have that, the better. It mitigates practically almost the entirety of the effective hit pool. So if whenever you start reaching into the 85s of evasion rating, which is like 15,000, 10,000, you know, you only need 4,000 evasion to be able to complete the campaign with like basically zero problems, with zero evasion and zero block, and you don't even need to be capped on resistances. But if you want to really get good at playing ARPGs, especially Path of Exile 2, listen to this. Okay, so the most common mistake that new players make whenever they come into the game, and they think to themselves, what is the best way I can build my character? Let's say, for example, I'm building a ranger. What is the best defenses for a ranger? How do I do that? So they go on and they search content creators who make ranger type classes, you know, and they're like, okay, right, this guy is telling me to go into evasion. Okay, evasion and armor, that's what we're going to do. And they fall into this pit hole that, you know, if I pick ranger, I must go evasion. That's incorrect. You can get any type of mitigation and spec into it and be basically unbeatable. Okay, you can become immortal easily. All you need to do is you need to understand basic principles that all characters are based off. You don't need to have the based archetypal build guide way of defending yourself. That's absolutely untrue, and in most cases, most builds are optimized for you to do the most amount of DPS, and it does focus on, there are builds, there's some really good builds out there that does focus on the defensives. However, in most cases, it is because most players play standard league, which means they trade. They play for the DPS because in most cases, DPS is your best defense, and that's absolutely true. However, if you want to play hardcore SSF, or if you want to stay alive and basically not die, because that's the way you level up the fastest. So the first thing you need to understand is every single build follows the same principles no matter the character you choose at the start of the screen. Whether you're a ranger or a warrior or a monk, it does not matter, especially in the campaign. Okay, whenever we come to end game, mid game, it does the importance does increase because you're starting to tailor your build into something more specific. But especially Act 1 to 3, Act 5, Act around 5, you need to basically get the upgrades or whenever you see them. Okay, so let's say, for example, I go talk to Ranley. The first thing you need to do whenever you log in, start a new league, and make a new character, you go speak to Ranley whenever you find the encampment. Every time you go speak to the vendors, because vendors are your friends. They are OP as shit. Now, you might not get that, but this right here is absolutely an upgrade. Why? Well, because I've got a great item. I've got a modifier. Modifiers is everything, especially high tier modifiers. You can only get high tier modifiers whenever you get more rarity, whenever you level up. The more level you have, the higher the item, the higher the item level, the higher the chances of dropping a higher tier modifier. And that's how you get upgrades, by leveling. You need to keep in mind the defensives. If you die, if you keep dying, your XP goes down because there is a penalty. If you have an ego about this, if you have some sort of pride about, dying or whatever, throw that shit out the window, okay? The best way to level is to repeatedly die again and again and experiment with it. Okay, so why am I dying? Okay, this guy just one-shot me. I need more life. How do I get more life? I get more strength. Okay, how do I get more strength? I speak to Ranley. What gives me strength? 5 strength, 25% increased armor. Okay, we buy that, we put that on. I'm instantly better. I go out there, I no longer get one-shotted. Okay, we solved that problem for now, until next time. Okay, now this mob is doing a little bit more damage to me. Let's think of ways we can mitigate. So, this is where I explain the defensive layers. You've got resistances, which is your elemental resistance. Okay, whenever you see an elemental resistance tag, this is what it's referring to. Fire, cold, lightning, chaos. This is all mitigation, which is very nice. However, it is not necessary. Okay, it is absolutely not a necessity for you to stack resistances and be capped the fuck out by the end of Act 1. It is not required. Absolutely not. In fact, I have a video, level 64 hardcore SSF Black Chambers, my 65 level invoker. Look at my life, look at my energy shield, look at my evasion, and look at my resistances. Okay, I'll play the video right here for you. Look at my damage. Insane damage. Good skill.
Let's go. I did it. Even Captain Rez.
And he's dead.
Damn.
That's right. This is my first time reaching hardcore SSF maps. That's how I did it. I recorded it. It was easy. And yeah, I'm not capped on resistances. I'm capped on lightning res, and that's because this boss required it. Again, that was a way of me tailoring to my surroundings, and that's what you need to learn. You need to learn that by practicing. So when you go out there, okay, and you die, as ridiculous as that sounds, you go out there and you die, okay? This is an amazing game. And once you grasp the basic benchmarks to beating the game, every single time you do a campaign, it will be that much better. Okay? Let me show you. Let me show you something. If I go back to all of the multiple hardcore SSF characters that have died, okay, including my lovely, unfortunately, that died to a bug, level 91, my last bender over here, rip, rest in peace. Yeah, let me go to Wally the Wanderer. This is one of my first playthroughs, right? Let me go in and show you and type in the command slash. Now pay attention here. Slash played. 8 hours, 1 minute and 27 seconds. And look at my right here. These are the quests or in Act 2, right? 8 hours. I died. Soul Cell found. That was a hardcore character. I died. It transferred to Soul Cell found. I made a new character, which bear in mind is level 22. I'm at the same place. I press slash played. 4 hours of gameplay. I cut my campaign experience in half the time, and I'm lower level. Okay, look at my resistances. Again, they're not capped. It is not the most important thing. Yes, I know you can make the argument that I died because my resistances are low. No, I died because I probably did not calculate my dodge, which is the next thing I want to go into. By experimenting with the game, by letting yourself die, by being in that combat, you gain the experience to dodge better and better and better. You will learn that you don't need to spam dodge. You don't need to do that. No. What you need to do is cap your evasion. What you need to do is go big dick innovation, which then helps you to evade attacks. Therefore, effectively, your hit pool reduces down to a minimum, okay? And then you need the life to support it. I did not have the life to support it, okay? I did not have the energy shield to support it. I don't even need armor here. It's just nice to have, but this armor is a little bit low. So what I want you to understand is that resistances are not everything. It's the combination of everything you find, and whatever you find, you pick that up and you use that as an upgrade. You continuously check your tooltips. Whatever it is the upgrade, you need to check. I want to show you, I don't think I have, oh yeah, because it's a soul cell found, you don't have anything. But yeah, every time, check your vendors, see what they're selling, see what kind of upgrades. It does not matter if I'm a cold-based build, okay? If I'm a physical-based build, it does not matter. If there is a damage modifier, it will increase your damage. Just look at your tooltip. Look at your tooltip. If this number is going up, if your main ability gem is going up, then you're doing something right. Now, I want to give you benchmarks. If I go here, this is the level 64 monk that you just saw a minute ago. And this is what I finished with, basically, right? And this is the benchmark for Act 6, okay? Act 6, if you have 4,000 evasion, doesn't matter the armor here, literally. If you have 4,000 evasion and you have about 1,500 life, energy shield about 300, and you've got spirit of 160, utilizing the spirit to the max. And when I say that, you're utilizing gems such as cannibalism, which takes 15 spirit, but it gives 4% life of recovered on kill while supported skill is active. Any modifier that gives you on kill more life is going to sustain you and give you more survivability. So make sure you are using your spirit, okay? And again, the more damage that you have equals more defense, okay? That's just how it works. Now, if you just follow these basic principles, There is no easy way for me to give you. There is no short way of doing this. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You need to go out there, go out into the trenches, and get your hands dirty. And that's about it. Bye bye.